You see Berba. You see forwards. You see forwards.
They're late. I said this before. Berba will be late, 100%. Always.
So we're gonna put him in the center.
Yeah, we're gonna hurt him. Hammer him.
Yeah, exactly. Let him talk more, please. I gotta just be quiet. I wanna listen to him, please.
Okay.
First 5 questions, that's just for him. I'm gonna be just there and listening.
Berba, you're late. We said typical centre forward, thinking of himself, not the team.
Yeah.
It's alright.
No, he thinks the best players coming last. You know, that's their mentality. You know, I'm important. He's important, not me.
Back home,
Not him.
he's two in the.
Hello and welcome to this episode of Rio Presents. Listen guys, you're probably wondering how the hell have we got together? Well, we're playing a Legends game because we are 3, might call us legends, but we're playing in South Korea. We're in Seoul. We've just got here. That's why we look a little bit tired. We're playing in a game, 11v11, defenders versus attackers for next on. So watch that. Let's get into this, guys. Are you nervous coming back to South Korea? Because the last time we came in 2008 or something like that.
I told you that last night.
What happened?
Now you're using it against me, huh?
What happened last time I was here? You almost died.
I almost died, man. Probably the first case to what do you say? The
COVID.
First case of COVID. Back in 2008. Yeah.
We didn't see Berba for two or 3 days. Everyone's going, "Where's Berba?" I think you might have gone to his room, or someone went to his room and said, "No, I saw him. He's
We
in a
landed
bad way."
and I disappear, right?
I didn't end up in the room. Actually, I was just knocking and saying, "Yeah, Berba, you okay?"
Yeah, Vida was like, "You okay, man?"
You came out of the mosque. You had a mosque.
I was sick now. I was sick, but it was strange because the only one from the 25th player or whatever, just me, sick. My first tour with the team, and I was thinking to myself, that's not good, man. Not good first impression anyway.
What was it like for you on your first tour? You come to Man United. You've played your massive Bulgaria, Germany. You've done fantastic. Spurs. You've been great, and then you come on your first tour. What is that like when you come to somewhere like South Korea, Asia? On tour?
No, it was not about the tour. It's about the team and the players that you're gonna play with. For me, you know, and you just won the Champions League and the Premier League and the FA Cup. So every time I remember, still to this day, people back home are asking me, "Berbs, do you remember when you're going to the pitch and the guy was saying on the microphone, 'Now welcome the champion of Europe, the champions of." England and the world, yes, and it was great. So when me coming into the team, it was about who I'm gonna meet, what I'm gonna say, how I'm gonna look, and stuff like this. This was the pressure for me, not the tour. The tour was something that you used with the other teams. The players around you were different. That was the big test.
I love listening to Berba because we've been playing for 4 years together, isn't it?
Don't say I didn't speak, man.
No, let me speak.
Don't say I didn't speak.
Listen, for 4 years, he didn't speak at all. No. But seriously, I'm enjoying listening to him because he has something to say. And actually, the way you talk actually is really impressive.
Yeah, but that shows you that sometimes the quiet person in the room is the smartest one.
No, he didn't say that. He didn't say that.
Yeah, that's what he said.
That's no, I didn't
Why
say
you
that.
say you said that? He didn't say that. It's true. I'm sitting here. This is the most I've heard you speak in my whole life.
Hell no.
No, to be fair.
No.
What I want to say? Actually, the story. Always when we travel to the away games with the bus, Berba was sitting in the back of the bus on the left hand side. Yeah. I was sitting on the right hand side. And obviously, normally I come first. Berba always come last, and he's coming back. Hi guys.
That's not true.
You know, and then he has his 3 best friends: iPad, book, and the phone.
Edwin was next to me as well.
Can I finish the story?
Sorry.
And I wait him to settle. Obviously, he put his headphones. First music, and after 5 minutes, I touch Berba. What? I read the papers in Bulgaria. There was some story. What's happening there? He's saying like, I'm not reading the papers. I wait 5 minutes more, and I, Berba, I heard Stilian Petrov was in Manchester. A friend told me he came to shop. Did you have lunch with him? no. And I start frustrate 4th time, 5th time. And then after 6th time, he was saying like, Vida, for fuck's sake, shut up. And then I start laugh, and then we can start traveling. Every time was the same.
Oh.
Hell no.
Why are you like that?
Vida was trying to make a conversation starting, which is a good thing, because you want stuff like this, getting to know your teammate. But maybe back in the day, I don't know, I was just more private, more about keeping it to myself and not wanting to, I don't know, just spend too much time of talking on socializing, which maybe was a mistake when I look back.
Because I speak to some teammates that you had at other clubs as well. They say, I didn't really know Berba. Good guy. No one says you're a bad guy. No one. But they say, I didn't get to know him. He didn't speak. He could walk past me easy.
Just a bit too private to myself. I don't know, maybe going back to my childhood or stuff that, I don't know. But it was just me, didn't want to put myself into other businesses or just be too noisy about stuff. Just keep it to myself. Never had any big problem with anyone in the club I've been with. But just I was like more to myself. I can speak with people, of course, but sometimes it was just too much for me, maybe. I don't know. Or maybe concentrated of what is to come. We're traveling now with United. A big game is coming. I need to focus, stay concentrated, or stuff like this.
I agree with Berba, actually. This is the mentality of the Balkans. If you're going to the game, you have to be more focused. You're thinking you don't want a distraction, and I was the same. And actually, I was happy when Berba came because I was not the worst in the bus.
No, because you had it a little bit as well. You could be a little bit like quiet.
But actually, why I did it actually all the time, because I want to provocate Berba to speak more,
Yeah.
And so I hid obviously in the dressing room. Why Berba is not talking? He always gives you the short answers,
Yeah.
And I know how clever he is because we spoke even at the time. Sometimes he'll open and we speak, and that's why I was always like to tease him a bit. And even in the trainings, I played many times against him, and I love playing against him. Even when I kick him, I want to provocate him to be angry. But in the end, generally, he's not an angry person. He's not aggressive. He's never going to kick you back. He will just do this like, Vida, he'll go to your side.
Yeah.
No, you never give back. Seriously, you never. You just go to Rio there. Say,
I say, Rio, fuck off. But I agree with you because maybe part of the reason we Balkans didn't speak as much, I don't know for you, but in Bulgaria, it's like you need to be a man. Keep it to yourself.
Yeah.
Don't speak with anyone because this is how men are.
Don't show emotion.
Yeah. Just be a strong man. This is like going back in the years. So my dad was like this, right? You have a problem. How do you say back home? A strong man doesn't say a word; he just do, or stuff like this. That is from prehistoric times. You just say nothing. If you something in the pain, no, say nothing. It's gonna go away. It's like magically, it's gonna go away. So that's stuck with me in a way. Not anymore because now it's different times and you need to change. But back in the day, maybe that was the reason that you keep to yourself and you, in a way, pretend. If you say that we're coming from the Balkans, so we are strong. We are strong, but you just no emotions, nothing. Don't allow them to see that you're weak. With me, it was more about coming out of that era of difficult upbringing, where the cost of life was like I was waiting for a line for bread. Probably with you was the same, even worse with everything that was going in your country. And in a way it was good because now you appreciate how life works. You don't know it yet because you're a little boy, and it's presented to you like a game. But after a while, when you look back and you start to think, why my dad this, why my mom did this, and you appreciate there was no much money, and now you know how to deal with money when you grow up. But it was not much of me polish myself as a player. I had my talent. The only thing we did back in the day was kicking a ball outside. No phones, no socials, no stuff like this. So maybe that helped. I don't know. In my case, in training, a lot of training. That's it. The only thing outside
see on
of
Instagram
school.
all the training you're doing.
Still to this day. But
Mr. Yoga.
we need to get the positive out of the social media, right? You can show all the flashy stuff and cars and clothes and blah blah blah, but at the same time you have responsibility of giving something in a way to the young players maybe.
You changed, man.
But
this is good.
Listen, times are different, and if I was the same man like back in the day, that would be a stupid thing.
That's true.
Still keep myself private from time to time when I needed to, or when I see the situation require me to be more private. But other than that, I speak in front of a lot of people, Rio. So I need to know how to speak.
No, it's good. We were talking before. Well, let's let him speak, see how he's going to speak. Because it's interesting to see how people develop. What did you think of Berba when he came and joined United?
Why are you asking him what you think about me? I'm not me. What am I thinking about him?
Hey, I'll get there. Relax, yeah?
Do we have time then? Are we having time?
Yeah.
No, I have some Serbian players that playing with him, so I know his talent, obviously, how good he was as a player. Obviously, we are literally neighbors. I know how it's difficult actually was for me when I came to United, because obviously it was a big club and different mentality, different culture. So I know that he's kind of quiet person. Obviously in the beginning I didn't know him well, but after 3-4 months, like I said before, he has a lot to say, but he just didn't want to speak too much. Sometimes he felt like the conversation I want to make, it's like so simple, man. I want to talk with that, you know what I mean? I just want to, make a joke and sometimes to tease him. And normally I'm not like that, but I find it interesting. So I think what was the issue with me when he came, he has his way of playing, he's like the artist. He will just paint what he loves to paint, and that was with his game. He loves to play football. He likes to come deep, and he's a striker. And he wants to always to be the man who's gonna pass the last ball for someone to score. I say, if you wanna play for United, you have to score goals, man. Everything is nice, like you coming to the game, helping the team to come to the last third, but you have to be in the box. And
I do remember that.
Yeah, and then I was trying to always to tell him, you have to score. Playing United, you have to score. And eventually, he scored 3 goals against Liverpool, and everything changed.
4. Was it 4?
4.
No, against Liverpool
3.
3. But I need to say something about this.
And he said, "Oh, I like this."
No,
it was all tension was actually going to him. And
we used to always ask him, "What do you prefer, scoring or assist?"
No.
He said, "Assist is unbelievable."
Yeah.
This was me inventing the false 9. All right, I want people to know this. Dropping back, getting the ball, and then playing my teammates.
Yeah, but you didn't
get in the box after.
It took you time to come to the box.
Yeah,
but because football is thinking, guys. All right, sometimes everybody is running straight to the box, and then you need to calculate your movement. There is no way of wasting your energy sprinting into the box.
You got to get the stats up these days.
Yeah, listen, but he gets frustrated. He told me, like, I like to come deep, and then, I give the ball behind the back, and I will be on the back pass.
Of course.
I'm always free.
Do you see how many goals Messi score like this?
Yeah, but Messi.
Of course, I'm not Messi. I'm just telling you, if you're clever enough between the penalty spot and
the edge of the box.
Yeah, the edge of the box. This is the area where most defenders don't defend. They're
No,
going
I agree.
True,
no, I agree 100%. But sometimes you have to understand with the players you play with. You have to adapt to the players, because if you're expecting certain players, for example, for me to pass the ball 60 meters with the left foot diagonal pass, I cannot do it. And you can wait there 50 games, ball will not come. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I understand what you're saying. We only had one disagreement once. Remember before the Champions League final when I was screaming?
I heard you saying about stuff like this.
Yes.
I don't remember this.
You don't remember?
No.
Don't fucking
Maybe
lie.
I remember.
Yes, thank you, Vida.
Can you tell
Do
me?
remember?
What was the
Remember when I had the ball on the right-hand side in training? The day before we went to to fly to Rome. Was it Rome? Or was it Wembley? I don't know which one it was. And I had the ball. And Berbatov on the left
anyway,
side.
both games we lost.
Yeah, but Berbatov on the left side. Now the striker's coming to press me. I need an option. They're pressing. And Berba is over there. And I'm screaming, Berba! 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 And he goes, fucking just wait for me to come. Play and wait, I'll be over there in a minute. And I kicked the ball out of the gate of the training. I just booted it frustrated. And I started to, just get it! Just wait. And after, I went in the change room in the gym. Was in the gym after. And he said, Rio, listen, he was laughing. And I was saying, no, man, you can't laugh. It's out of order. What are you doing? He said, no, just play. I said, no, this is the way Barcelona, they're going to play like this. We don't play like this. You need to come and help me, man. Like what you said before.
I remember that because I spoke with Berba many times because he said, why you give me these long balls? What am I going to do with the ball? Give me the feet.
Of course.
You know what I mean? that was his kind of, you know what I mean?
Oh,
give me the ball
I told
in
him,
the feet.
like, sometimes you have to fight for us. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're struggling. You have to hold the ball and then
Couple
there.
of things in that story. First, you want to give a diagonal. That was not your game. That was not your game.
But the
diagonal ball.
No. I'm saying you was there. I didn't want to play it.
Yeah.
I wanted you to come here to give me some bloody help.
There was no
in the number 9.5, 10 position that you say you play.
Defender, center defender. You have what midfield players in front of you? Where were they?
There was marked pressure. Barcelona pressure.
So I was not marking pressure.
No. You the play was on left. It came to this side, and you were still there.
I cannot
walking.
agree with this one. Sometimes the defender wanted to give the ball to the attackers, which was ridiculous. You should be able to play out. Play out of pressure.
I agree.
Like you're good enough to know your qualities and not be afraid if you make a mistake or just one-on-one against the attacker who is attacking you. You have a goalkeeper as well. Give it back to the goalkeeper.
You know when you lose the ball, yeah.
Me?
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Very rarely you lost the ball, but you know when your attackers lose the ball. And us defenders are there to clean it up and defend.
No, we're coming back to help you.
Wait.
You're
coming back to help us?
Yes.
Okay. But when we do that, we're helping you, yeah? Sometimes we need your help as well.
Not sometimes, all the time. Because we score the goals. We score the goals, man. But even if that happens, which I don't remember.
To be fair, better he didn't talk, huh?
Yeah.
It was part of the game. I don't mind it. Because all of you guys were strong mentally, big egos and stuff like this, which is normal in a big team. That's what you need. Winners fighting, arguing, but when the training games finish, it's not personal. Don't take it personal. That's why I was probably laughing, but at the same time thinking, fuck off, Rio. You're just a defender, man. Give me the ball. All right? I will play the nice stuff. Fancy passes.
This is what I miss. I miss this stuff. Well, we're going back to training. What do you guys miss about training? What do you remember about the training back in the days when we used to play? And what do you miss most?
I think Vida have more experience with you because you play longer there. So you can answer it.
It's the same. It's not about United. It's about everything. Or United
no. Because
that's
sometimes
United. I'm talking about when we were together. When you
the dressing
train.
room. I think that's something what I'm missing. You know, because there is the obviously different generations, different cultures, and obviously you don't go along with the old players, but still it's kind of that's funniest part of the dressing room. You know, arguing and obviously making the jokes. Obviously, I was not the one making the many jokes, but I was happy to be there and listen.
It's the quality of the jokes, not about how many jokes.
You are really good at it.
No, it was. I think if you ask any player what he missed, probably he's gonna say the dressing room, right? And the boys and the banter and all that comes with that togetherness. And of course, going and winning and stuff like this is all okay, but probably that the joking and just being present in that dressing room, even if you're injured, you still want to be there because it's your other family. Let's say it like this: it's your other family, and you don't love all your members of your family. Obviously, sometimes you hate someone, you want to punch someone, but you don't forget that you play for a team, and the ultimate goal is to win. Every time in a team you have someone it's not on your vibration or whatever, and you just can sense it, feel it. But you're in a better position than me. Give you the ball.
That's why we got the WhatsApp group now. with the guys?
Oh man, that was
Vida, you got to come back in, man. Vida came in for 10 minutes and left.
For 10 minutes.
He came. How long did you come in for? One day, maybe.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
So he was disappointed then.
No, he didn't like too much the notification message coming through. 100 messages. after
Vida,
1
you
hour.
can silence the notification, all right, and you don't hear it anyway. But
Listen,
it's good. It's like back in the dressing room.
Yeah.
This is a metaphor for like being back in the dressing room. So you should come back.
Actually, I turn now to Berba, and Berba is turning now to my character.
Listen,
We swap the characters now.
Change with time. You need to speak, right?
He's advising me. Listen to this.
Yeah. He's talking
great,
so much. I've never
unbelievable.
seen it in
I'm
my
also-
life.
I love it.
If you think about it, though, it's in another way. It's like me progressing and you regressing. It's not a good thing, Vida.
Hey, just to go back to the training ground and missing the guys. You joined and you were talking about meeting up with great players, and what that was like for you. What was it like for you to play with someone like Wayne Rooney? Because that's obviously someone you played a lot of times with.
One thing I need to go back just before I answer you is like, because you say I didn't speak much, but the one thing that surprises me, and it was like showing me that you don't need so many words sometimes, is that Giggsy didn't speak much, right? Correct me if I'm
Yeah,
if I'm
you're
wrong.
right.
Scholesy as well.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at these two great players sometimes, and I'm like, they are not speaking so much that they should do maybe more. But after a while, you just realize this is the characters of them. Everybody's different, but still they lead with example. And even when Giggsy was a captain, he just preferred to lead with on the way on the pitch, right? Didn't speak much. Like some players are like before going to the pitch in the tunnel. Let's go, boys! We destroy them and blah blah blah. You know, they were more. He was the same when he was leading. I think the team. Just you can see he will go out there and he will play and he will lead with example, putting his head in the fucking shoes of the opponent.
Is it just quality I have?
What?
You said is that his only quality?
No, it's not only, but you know how he was, putting team first and going into a dressing room, blood, tooth missing or whatever. So some players didn't speak as much, which I liked. Show me on the pitch, man. On words, we can all be big, right? Pretending to be big on the pitch. So what was your question again? How I feel playing with Waza.
Yeah.
I think Waza was great, honestly. He was, how do you say, outspoken? Can I use that word?
Yeah.
He was just friendly with especially with the new players coming in and trying to make us feel good. He was joking, better than me. And like his overall game was not a selfish one, which I liked a lot. He will give you the ball if you're in a better position. He will run for you or track back or just sacrifice, and he, of course, scoring goals and etc. But that quality of him not be selfish is what I like from most players, because we play together, better position, I'll give you the ball. I respect that a lot.
But was he your best partner?
In attack? I don't like that comparison, best partner. I love playing with him because of that quality. Because I knew if I'm alone, on good position, he'll give me the ball. And vice versa. But again, I was lucky to play with a lot of great players, greater than me, some of them. So it was something that you watch, you observe, you learn, and you make your picture about the certain guy.
It's mad, isn't it? In last night, even Cristiano scored the winner again for Portugal. You're looking at another player that we played with. Did you expect him to go on, as great as he was when he left us? Did you expect him to go on and do what he's done as well?
I think if you remember when Cristiano came, obviously he was the player similar like Berba. He likes to entertain, obviously to play good football, to have tricks and dribble players. His priority was not the scoring goals. And last 2 years of his career at United, he's totally changed. And I thought that he was ready to go to Madrid, and I definitely was sure that he was gonna do well, but I didn't expect that he's gonna do that well for so many years. He always had a mentality that he want to be one of the best players in the world, and he didn't hide that, and he was not afraid to say that even in the dressing room. But he worked hard for it. So everything he achieved, he deserved, and I think he's a great example for every young player he's coming through to follow his steps, because everything he has, even his body, he worked hard for it. And when you're not top like he was,
we need to talk about the body stuff. Okay, with Vida in a minute.
You're always talking about body, huh? What's going on?
Vida, just one question. I'll take you now.
You take over.
Do you think that because we come from the Balkans back in the day, we didn't have that mentality of like we can be the best?
I don't think just that. I think professionalism is, we didn't have, I would say, examples who actually show us the way how to maintain your body, because for us was, you play 1 year well, people start talking about you, you're getting money, you didn't have a big kind of expectation from your game. My expectation was to play for Red Star Belgrade, to score the goal in derby, and that's it. And you know what I mean? It's a small dream,
Yeah.
And Ronaldo was dreaming big, and obviously he's still playing, and he still didn't achieve his dream because he set up dreams so high that is difficult to achieve. And you don't know even are you going to achieve. Is he achieve even now? Because some players will say he's the best or not. For me, maybe he's one of the best ever. The amount of goals he scores, to play from that many years on that level, to play in the 3 different leagues, best leagues, Italy, Spain, England, and all leagues he was the best player.
Yeah.
Not many players did that. I think never ever one player did that before. I know that Ronaldo was in Spain was best, but I'm not sure he was best in Italy at the time. He had many injuries. He did have play 50 games. He played maybe 15, 20 games. I'm not want to take anything away from anyone. I think every generation have his own legend. But I think what Ronaldo achieved, to don't have injury for 20 years, to play every year, to play 50 games, and him and Messi obviously, but him to play 3 leagues, different leagues.
I think with Ronaldo, this is the perfect balance of someone believing in himself so much and having the talent also and the hard work to make it all work, all like in a package. Because some players don't have the self-belief enough, and that sometimes can stop their progress in becoming really good players. But with him, he was like really believing he can be one of the best ever, and he had the talent and the work ethic to prove it.
Well, what do you remember about that, like the work of it, around training ground and stuff like that?
I'm not the guy you should ask. You play with him more than me. Vida as well.
Bro, you're here. I'm asking you
but
questions.
sometimes you need to know what to ask.
When you're there, what did you see that you thought, oh,
for
that's
1 year,
different?
Yeah, but I feel uncomfortable because like this is me asking me if I have Vida here, you and me, and someone ask me about United, and I'll be like, bro, Vida, Rio, they play more years than me there. You ask them, not me.
I don't agree, because before you said you see the game different. For example, you said before when Rio want to pass you the ball, and I'm agree with Rio. You should come and obviously,
Of course you agree.
help the team.
Of course, Rio, my friend.
Do you think he's the same towards me?
Hey.
I will not answer that question.
Why?
What is wrong with him? What is wrong with this guy?
Sitting there.
Listen, I was lucky, as I said, I play with great players in United, of course. This was my top. This was my personal achievement. Coming from Balkans, always wanted to play in the big team. In my case, it was United. And this was my top. Players achieved more than me, a lot more than me, but I was satisfied with what I did, because coming from Bulgaria, back in the day, big dream, once in a life opportunity to play for United, you grab it. Going there, great players, probably the greatest manager, and seeing and observing most of the time, it was my thing. Like, what is he doing? What is he doing? Why is he doing
Well,
something?
answer the question about Ronaldo. You was observing.
Then you see Ronaldo. He's training. I honestly, I don't believe witnessing missing one training. I don't remember. Maybe he did, but I don't remember. And he was playing, he was going now his way of reaching the tops. but you can see his work ethics was there. Sometimes I'm watching, I'm like, I want to try this, I want to try that. But again, I'm like, then the other day I'll do that. This was something that I hated about me. I'll do it the next day. So I was fighting with myself on stuff like this, that maybe if I pushed it a bit more, was going to give me more.
I don't agree, because the age you came to United was, you are 26,
28.
28. So, your body you cannot work same like Ronaldo works. So he started when he was 16, 17 to work this way. And obviously...
So why didn't we do that?
And that's a different question. But I think the question was, Rio asked, what do you think about Ronaldo? And the quality, not,
The quality? What can you say about the quality? Everybody saw the quality.
Because you are you like the players that they have technique, touch. I want to hear this part. We said like ethic, hard-working mentality, everything. Right. I want to hear
basically what you're saying, I had more talent than you guys, and you needed to work hard.
We talked about him from a defender's perspective. We want to hear.
We want to see, did you born with the talent, or you actually understand the talent and then you improve? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Of course, I was born with the talent.
And okay.
I don't know how that works because I didn't spoke with God yet, Vida. But everybody have a different talents. Ours was playing football. You as a defender, just giving the ball to the most talented player. Us attacker, trying to make you look good and showing the quality of football, the art. This was my thing. I want someone watching me to go home and try to imitate what I was doing on the pitch.
So why did you always play defense in training? It used to piss me and Vida off.
Because my dad was the defender. You know how it is, the dynamic between a son and a dad. You want to imitate. You want to, try what he was doing, and always stuck with me. And on the other hand, honestly, I wanted to see how a defender thinks, move, anticipate. I really thought that that's going to help me in my game, and it did as well. So that's why I did it. But
I think that's not true.
It is true.
Because I know why you did it. Because you don't want to run. You don't want to play against defenders because we kick you any training.
Yes,
and you want to rest there.
Yes,
Can I play defender today?
So you're saying a defender is not running?
No, because I'm not saying that.
That's what you're saying.
No, because you are hiding as a defender. You're going to stay in the middle. You're not going to cover the positions.
Yes,
you know what I mean?
So that's what the defender are doing. They're hiding.
No, you are hiding.
It's
are
easy.
hiding.
The defender's position is easy. You can hide, and not run and not cover people and not make yourself exert energy. I used to do it a lot at an age stage of my career. Right? But this is what I agree. You was there just to chill in training. Your stats in training would have been so low. So low.
I wasn't chilling. I just explained to you why I was doing it. It's a different question.
His body was not ready for intensity. Definitely.
Yeah, I was saving myself.
Definitely, it was not ready. You have to be honest. If you're honest, say.
Yeah, I am honest. I just answer the question. That's what I was doing it. I enjoy doing it because to this day, I'm still doing this. When we play 5-a-side or 6-a-side, I always play in the back. This is something that stuck with me.
Because the most of the time that you have the ball. Because that's why you play on the back.
Also, I like with the ball. I want to play with the ball. I want the ball in my feet. That's the other reason. Football is about touches. Touch, move, touch, move, touch, move. That's it. In my opinion.
Ronaldo.
Yeah, you didn't answer the question still. It's fine. We'll move on.
Wait, your question was not a good one. What do I think about the quality of Ronaldo? Everybody see the quality.
Everybody sees the quality, but nobody is there in real life seeing the quality. This is the point. You've been there for a year.
What do you think his best quality?
Didn't you had Ronaldo on your show?
Yeah.
You ask him?
Yeah, but it's like I ask you. It's like I ask you about you. You're going to be humble. Yeah. We want to know what you saw. What did you feel when you was there, from a striker's perspective?
About his game.
Yeah. What did it mean for you on the pitch?
I will give you the striker answer, or maybe the football player's answer. When you're in a team, you watch more about yourself and how you're gonna progress and bring it to the team. You're not watching the other players how they're developing. You are watching how you're gonna be good for your team.
Striker's mentality, yeah.
No, football player's mentality probably. I'm not, like people asking me sometimes, did you see Mbappe when he was in Monaco and you were there? Hell no, man. I was watching myself. I wanted to still be in a good shape at 33, and I was focused on myself, still bringing something to the team. I'm not gonna watch other players. I can see the talent, but I'm not a scout yet. Okay, I'm focusing on myself. Of course, you appreciate who have, if some of your teammates, the quality, different quality they bring, but to be focused on them is going to be like you're going to lose yourself. You need to stay focused on yourself and be good.
Maybe you have a different approach, because me as a player always like to know what I can expect from my teammates. Because I think if you understand your teammates, you can adapt to the team.
That's how less talented players.
Come on. I think this is not working well for you.
Defenders. No, this I'm telling you about myself. I wanted to work on myself, focus on myself, appreciate all my teammates. That's why I say when I'm on the pitch, if you're in a better position, I'll give you the ball. I sense you have better quality than me, and in specific situation that you can do better than me, I'll give you the ball.
For example, Ronaldo's playing on the left.
Yeah.
And do you think that he's going to cross the ball, or you're going to wait on the second post to pass you the ball?
Most of the time, he was going to shoot the ball.
So, okay. So, is it that you understand the way he's playing?
Understand.
So, you listen, you try to skip the answering the question.
No.
Because in the end of the day, you have to know Antonio Valencia, what kind of crosses he's going to give you.
That's why I said before, if you remember, don't rush into the box. Where's the camera?
I'm saying just you say you don't see the talent. You say you don't see the talent.
Where's the camera so I can explain to the young boys? Don't rush into the box. You don't need to do that sometimes. If you know your teammates, Antonio Valencia on the right, Nani on the right. What was Nani first taught? What was it? Do you know? Nani
to beat the man.
Yeah. So okay,
maybe not one man.
He knows now.
The players. He knows
so he knows now.
Yeah, he knows the players.
That's
so
why I
want to know.
Yeah, he doesn't want to answer.
You need to work on your question. Okay. You need to work on your question.
We move on. Talking about players and knowing what they do, you look at someone like you're number 9, you're a striker. You look at someone like Hojlund in the team now. What would you be saying to somebody like him to help improve? Is it understanding teammates better, or is it a personal thing to get yourself going? Because you was a new signing at a club, different time, different environment, I know.
I think as a striker, he needs to be more demanding and arguing, not being so nice, and just pushing the buttons of some of the players around him. Like, give me the ball, asking for the ball. When the ball is not coming. Because I can see that he was doing some runs behind the defense, and then nobody was seeing him. That should make you angry. You have a point to be angry after this one. And you can ask questions. Give me the ball, man. Give me the fucking ball. I do the runs. Just once, at least, if you want. Give me the ball. And show that you wanted this. It's not easy, of course. You're in a position where everybody expecting goals from you. But sometimes, let's not forget, unless you're Messi or Ronaldo, of the other Ronaldo, R9, it's going to be difficult for you to get the ball from the middle of the park and go and score for yourself. You are depending on the cross, the assists, the service you get. And if that's not good enough, then you're going to suffer. And that's the case what is happening now. We all know that. That's why I say United is going through a different phase now, different period of time, and it's difficult for everybody, not only the striker, to score goals. But it is what it is. You need to go through it and stay strong, probably.
We've all been in a position where we joined the club, and I think there's players that have come in now. You see, obviously, Hojlund a couple of seasons ago, but Xerxes, De Ligt, and all the other guys who come recently. What I know it's different. It's different times, but what are the obstacles? What are the problems? And what are the things that you was maybe nervous about coming into a new club the size of Manchester United? And what can you do to help yourself when you come in?
I was nervous. I think I told you that because I'm coming into the team of winners. So I'm coming from Spurs. We won the league trophy. But then you go in with United. This is now the final step. It was the final step in my development. This was my peak, my mountain. So now I know in you guys, because I play against you, also score against you. I'm sorry.
Did you?
Yes.
Did you score?
Yes.
How many times?
We play at White Hart Lane. We finish 1-1.
Okay.
I scored a goal. Then we played Old Trafford. Do you remember that clearance from the
On the line.
on the line?
Yeah.
Where Gareth Bale was playing with us as well, and it just
Oh, me and you ran for the ball.
because it was going like this, everything. But that was a chance. I was thinking, fuck, Rio, that was gonna be a good goal. But with me knowing you, playing against you,
one. Score just.
I played 2 times against you because I was always injured, and I was thinking to myself, that's not a good thing. I want to play at Old Trafford injured. I want to play, test myself injured, and then I had a chance, 2 goals, the 1 goal, 2 games. It's a good ratio, Vida. And now I am gonna join you. I'm gonna join United, the manager, the history, the badge, the colors, everything, man. And it was great. And now, because that's why I ask you of our upbringing coming from the Balkans. Now I'm starting to think what I'm gonna say, who I'm gonna say it to, where I'm gonna sit, how I'm gonna look, and underestimated myself a little bit, which I hated. I didn't have that thing of. I always give that example of Anderson. He was so open to everybody, high five, kisses, like. I wanted to be like this, but it was just not me. I needed more time just to sit, watching, taking my time, concentrated, focus, trying to get the respect on the pitch in the training ground, because this is where you get your respect, basically, on the pitch, on the training ground. And that was me thinking and asking myself questions, maybe more that it should be, but it was my way of doing. And if I go back, probably I'll change some stuff like this. But other than that, that was just my personality.
What things did you do to help yourself, or did you need when you signed?
I think what I tried to say before, you have to adapt and change, because you cannot play. If you go to Italy, it's not the same football. If you expect always that the players, they will adapt just to your games, like Berba, because Berba believed that people have to adapt to his game, because he understands that the way he's playing is the best way to play. and that was not to be fair, but that was the issue for him, because the players as well didn't like that Berba he want always ball in the feet, and he want to pass people to run behind. Okay, that's fine, but sometimes players tell him like, "Come, you run, I'm gonna pass you the ball," because it's kind of, you have to sometimes do both, and to be accepted to the group, you have to do both things. So when I came, obviously I have issue with not playing in Europe on a big stage. I play in Russia, so people didn't know really nothing about my game. So I didn't start it well, so I have to do exactly what I said before, to adapt, to train hard, to find my way. Obviously, to pick up the confidence, first with a pass, header, first win, so you slowly, you learn. And as well, I was watching the games of teams are going to play next match. So to prepare, because I didn't know many players are playing against. So I have to learn. Berba is different. He doesn't like to watch anyone. He's just focusing on his game. But because probably I'm defender, I have to know.
React to people.
Because one game I will have Berba, which I know he's never going to run behind. So I'll be fucking smoking cigar and enjoying the
Then I give you the ball, and you look stupid.
No, but what I'm trying to say, then you have Peter Crouch, you have some fast players like Craig Bellamy. It was every game I will have different players. If you play in Italy, more or less you have similar players. You have a number 9, he's going to run behind, he's going to come to the ball. More tricky players, So I have to really learn all players and try to understand the way they're playing, so that I can take best out of it.
When you talk about coming, and you mentioned Sir Alex Ferguson before, how important was he for you guys when you came to the club, and what was so special about him as a manager?
In my case, I remember that he really wanted to sign me, because up and down with my manager on the phone and keep in contact through all the saga that was going on with Spurs.
So he was talking to you during that time, yeah?
to my agent, and one times with me, which was a shock to me because again, you know, the biggest.
Are you sure
manager.
you should speak about it?
You've done the same to me.
Back in the day, it was different times. So it's always nice to have the manager of a team want you, for you to know, especially for a striker, that we all want to feel special, and to have someone like this asking about you, wanting you in the team, it's really flattering. So it was, in my case, great and give me even more self-belief and confidence that this is the right time, the right moment for me to make my last step in my development and move on and go to United. So it was great because after that he was waiting for me at the airport and I was like starstruck and thinking, what is going on, man? I don't deserve this type of treatment and everything. But it shows you that his approach, and you know better than me how he knew how to speak with everybody differently. Sometimes good things, sometimes bad things, sometimes for the good of the team, sometimes that you just need to be a bit manipulated to know that now you're not going to play, son. Maybe next time you're going to play, or you're ready for the next game. This is the manager thinks of keeping everybody happy, and I think he was really good at that. And everybody knows that. So.
He didn't wait for me at the airport when I arrived. Did he wait for you?
Yeah.
Who's there? Oh, you Balkans are different, man. Your demands are different.
To be fair, I think he was different. No, I think he was different to the foreign players. The way actually he treat us, in a sense, he will be a bit of softer in a dressing room if he playing the bad game. We always go to the English players because he understands that some players, foreign players, they cannot take the criticism. And is it that culture? Is that I don't know. But I felt that he was always, when we have issue, there will be 3-4 players that will go more. Not just because he want to hammer them, it's because he want to lead the group. And he knew that those players, they can take the criticism.
That's an important trait, isn't it? Knowing who you can.
I don't know. Did you feel that or not?
Yeah, I always say the same thing. I think we've said it on the podcast many times. It's just great to hear you guys reinforcing that, so everyone knows I'm not lying. But it's like, for instance, if he wanted to get the best out of one of the young players, he wouldn't go for them. He'd shout at Giggsy maybe, or Nev, me sometime, Wazza, because he knew that it was a culturally, I think, more than anything, he knew that we understood kind of, and our reaction would be more positive. Where some people, the younger players especially, or maybe a young foreign player, would maybe go down in that moment, and the next 45 minutes wouldn't get the reaction that he wants. So it's understanding that as a manager. I think it's a great trait to have, and that's what made him one of the things that made him special. Throwing it forward to this team now, when you watch the team, is there any players you look at in the team now and you go, yeah, I'd like to have played with him? You can see good special qualities.
You can easily say Bruno Fernandes, in my case, obviously, because I look first for the guy who is making the special pass or something, improvising like this. You can see Kobe Manu coming into that way of also having that confidence of just giving him the ball. I know what to do. He's, how old is he? Like 19?
19, I think, yeah.
But he plays with the belief that he's 30 or something, and you can see it by the body language and how he moves onto the pitch and how he passes the ball. Even when he scores a goal from time to time, he's like showing, I'm the guy, you know, which is good to have because you need that self-belief on the pitch. Outside of the pitch, everybody can be on words. On the pitch, you need to do what you need to do. And we have talent in the team. It's just you need to make it work with the team. Not just wait for someone to do a miracle. You need, in these special moments now in time when the team is going through different things, to work as a team, because that is going to lead you through that difficult moments that you have in facing now. But it's more difficult to do than to say, obviously, now at this moment.
Is that down to players or manager? We've all been in there where you're looking at each other, results aren't going the way you want them to go. When we played, was it the manager that changed those moments where you was in a bad time, or was it the players?
That's a tough question.
Oh, I got a good question, yeah. Thank you.
From time to time we do. But isn't it that they are all connected? They're interconnected, right? Can you have a good team with a bad manager? Or have a bad manager and a good team?
Good question.
Answer.
I think it's interlinked. I think you need both combinations working. I think one without the other is very difficult to get results consistently. You might get the odd result here or there, but consistently and to build a team that's going to be successful or to win, you need both parts winning. We realised, didn't we, when the manager left, how important a manager is.
You can see it now.
And I know obviously he done ridiculous things, Sir Alex, but we had our egos, like you said, was thinking, oh, we're a big part of this. And when he left, you see a big difference in the training ground, in the results and the way the team is.
But we're talking here about if you stay in a team and try to build something. Because in the case of a manager, you can be a good one, but have a bad spell with a different team. Then you go to another one, then you become a great manager. So this is, I don't think there is a right answer, to be honest, in football. Something that it doesn't work for you can work for someone else, and vice versa. And that's what the irony in football is. You have situations like this. You have even a manager who never play professional football become great managers, and vice versa. Great players never become great managers. And this is why it's so interesting about all this that we used to do. And there is no right or wrong, in my opinion. Tiki-taka or direct football, both can give you results in the end. So I cannot answer you that and say, this is the correct answer. This is the correct answer. Of course, it comes down to what's happening on the pitch and who is doing it, which in the case is the players. But what players are doing it is what the manager wants them to do. So how is the manager giving the message? How he is trying for them to understand what he's saying? Are they understanding what the manager is saying? So everything is connected in a way that a lot of things, they need to come together and work in harmony to succeed.
Well, guys, listen, I could stay all day talking and asking questions. We'll have to do this again sometime when you guys come to the UK.
Couple of things next time. Different hour?
Too early for
all
you,
right,
yeah?
different hour. Obviously, you cannot afford us. He doesn't pay us. I want this to stay into the cut. He's relying on playing together and
No,
friends
relying
and
on
stuff
friendship.
like this. That's what I said.
Not playing.
That's what I said. But I have a foundation, so next time a donation for my foundation will be nice.
Okay.
Supporting talented kids, all right?
What about the ones who are not talented?
Who are not talented.
Yeah, can we get some support for them?
There's other people taking care of them.
Oh, okay.
I'm supporting the talented kids.
I realize we create the monster.
How did you create it exactly?
Because we let you speak, man. You imagine 2 a.m. if you did this at 4 o'clock afternoon, man.
And next time,
I think I will not say 2 words.
Next time, another attacker in the group, because it's obvious to everybody, defender, trying to jump on me, but because I have strong back. I'm carrying the show here. I'm carrying the show.
Hey, we've been soft today. Next time it's going to be different. Anyway, listen, thanks, guys.
No worries.
And have a good game in this Legends game later on.
Yeah, cheers.
Well done, Berba.
Thank you guys for listening to this episode of Rio Presents. Hope you've enjoyed the show. We'll be here every Monday throughout the season, so tell your mates and all get involved, man. If you've got a point you think we should be discussing or want to put us on the spot with a question you want answering, get in touch using the fans first at rioferdinandpresents.com email address or use hashtag RFP on social. Make sure you leave us a review and follow this Rio Ferdinand Presents feed and you'll never miss an episode. See ya on the next one.